We want you to stop being broke and be able to have the financial resources you want. So today we're going to give you 3 tips to help you build your wealth and get to where you want to be. I'm Dr. J.
I'm Dr. C.
And we are
a Two Doc Minds. Hello. I am Dr. C with a Two Doc Minds, and Dr. J and I are going to talk about how we can
build some wealth.
Let's go. We have 3 tips for you today about how you can build wealth. Very useful tips that will allow you to start thinking your way through and deciding these are the better decisions that I can make in 2024 to help make money.
Absolutely. And these are tips that we utilize in our own life. So we want you to really see how they will work for you. But before you do it, we want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. Hit that notification bell.
Absolutely.
So that you can get this content as soon as we put out, so that you can implement it in your daily lives, because building wealth is critical to being able to do some of the things that you want to do.
And these are some of the things that we've already done.
Yeah.
These are proven techniques, techniques or concepts that we are going to share with you because we want you to benefit from this. This is not something that we just came up across and said, okay, let's just try to share this. We want to really provide you with tools that you can use to build on your wealth.
Absolutely. So hit us with the number 1 on our list.
And this is my favorite one, by the way, because no matter what you do, you can do this. Have a side hustle.
Oh, absolutely. Now, it's critical. Yeah. You know, for us, we would have side hustle consulting contracts, right? We would, see some ways where you can do marketing and advertisement of things and make a little money here, make a little money there. Side hustles are critical. We had part-time jobs.
Absolutely.
Right. And so we always thought, right, I have a secure income, right? I have a 9 to 5, right? And that 9 to 5 pay me money. Well, we never wanted to just live off of that, right? We always wanted to create a side hustle.
Yes.
So one of our biggest first side hustles, just so you know, we started a real estate firm.
Yes.
Right. So we were working full time. We went and got our real estate license.
Yes.
And we opened up the firm, and on our side hustle, we sold in properties, and we made a few commissions a year, but that was enough money for us to do other things with it, right? Go on vacations, invest it, do a lot of different things, but also it gave us another skill set. Yeah. So if something happened with our first cash flow, we were able to pivot and do something different.
Yep. It adds to your flexibility.
Yeah.
It doesn't force you to rely on one type of income.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what wealth building is about. If you lose one thing, do you have another to replace it? So that side hustle.
It's critical. Anybody can do it. I knew someone that does video editing for us.
Yes.
Right. And so they went up to Upworks and Fiverr. Yeah. They registered and they started getting jobs, side hustle jobs in the evening, doing video editing.
Side hustles are amazing.
We have folks that like to do a little bookkeeping on the side.
You can do a lot.
So they went to the church and some nonprofits and got a little side hustle. We have other people that just like to be around people. They became greeters at the Walmart, right? Yeah. And it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter where you're at in your life. Just doing something that you love, bringing in extra dollars will help you be able to utilize that funding to do other things.
I can tell you one quick story if I can.
Yes.
My father first introduced me to side hustles. He was a full-time employee, whole full-time employee, had whole family, and his job on the side on the weekends, and we had to work for free, was a janitorial service.
Absolutely.
He cleaned commercial buildings. It was amazing. And from that point on, I knew what a side hustle really meant.
Absolutely. Anyone can do it.
Yes,
no
absolutely.
One's good or bad enough. Is that if you want to get yourself, and especially if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, living paycheck to paycheck, look at your spare time if you have it and see how you can better leverage it. I had someone say, Jason, Dr. J, I guess. At that time, it was Jason because I didn't have no doctor in front of my name. They said, I don't have time. I said, you just sat the whole weekend watching football, college, and then on Sunday you watch every Sunday game.
Right.
You have time. You just haven't prioritized that building wealth was important to you. So stop crying about not having resources because it's up to you to go get them. And you upset at first, but still good peoples.
Good information though.
But I had to give it to them real. You have the time.
Count those endless hours that you have, these excessive hours that you say you don't have time for. Make sure that you're not taking the time out to better yourself.
Because to get where you need to go, sometimes you got to give up some of the things, right? And sometimes it's doing some of the things that you like.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You ready to get to the next one?
Absolutely.
So this seems simple, maybe to us, but it's kind of difficult. Manage your debt wisely.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Now, some of us are in more debt than we need to be. So how can we deploy some strategies to manage debt wisely? Like some of us got student loans. Some of us got car loans, mortgages. Yeah. Oh, I got to have this credit card debt every month. What can we do?
Try to avoid anything that has, number one, high interest rate.
Yes.
I also tell people where possible, try to avoid getting debt, right? Where possible, right? So if I need a new car, like I bought a new car, right? And I think I was in the top 3 earners in my organization. Okay. And this organization, like 6,000 people. So I'm the top 3 earner. I went and bought a $2,000. Remember that Volvo S7?
Oh, absolutely.
It was a white Volvo S7. My cousin helped me get it. It was $2,800. Yeah. Right? And I bought it cash. Yeah. Now people would say, hey man, you're the 3rd in the top 3 highest earners in this organization.
Why not?
Why not buy a Range Rover? And why not buy a new Camry? Why not buy a Tesla, right? The reason I didn't want any debt.
Well, the question also is that all your peers are driving these things. They're driving the BMWs. They're driving the flashy, Range Rovers or whatever the case may be. How do you not default to the peer pressure? How do you say, I prioritize my wealth building as opposed to having a flashy item? Yeah. How do you do that?
If you've grown and you care about somebody else thinking, well,
there's a problem.
You need to get some help in counseling. But
there is peer pressure.
I don't care. I'm a grown man. I don't care what nobody else thinks.
This is true.
And so I walk by the tune of my own horn. And 2, everybody in the organization know I'm a top earner.
Absolutely.
So why I'm going to try to impress them, right? I was listening to Club Shay Shay. This is Shannon Sharp. Yeah. And I think it's Chad Ochocinco. I think that's his name. And Chad Ochocinco, talking about he rides Spirit. He got this small car. Yes. And he used to wear fake chains. And I
think he is a big proponent of being very thrifty.
Right.
So don't spend a lot of money on big name brands.
Absolutely. So everyone knew he had money, right? He was a professional ball player. They see him sign $25 million contract. Right. So why do I have to floss for you if I'm already loaded? You don't want to do that. Be confident that you're doing this for yourself. The worst thing that you can do in life is make decisions to try to impress others. Absolutely. So I drove my S70 proudly. Yeah. Windows down.
I loved it.
I loved it. It was a safe car. Yeah. It wasn't new. It wasn't to have all the splash. But it got me and my dad always said this because we had one of those Scooby-Doo mystery vans when I was little. It was white. They didn't even have seatbelts at the time, right? We rolled around in the back. He always said to me, son, if it gets you from A to B, it's a good car. Absolutely. And I didn't understand it when I was young. I would say, drop me off around the corner and we walk to school because I don't want to get dropped off in this raggedy car. Now I'm older. Yeah. I understood what it meant. Right. Forget what people think. If that car gets you from A to B, do it. Forget what people think. If those shoes get you to work, wear them. Doesn't matter if you get them at Ross or you get red bottoms, right? If those clothes get you to where you need to be, it don't matter if it's off the rack or if it's custom. Get it. Live below your means. I always tell people, if you can live 25% below your means, for 10 years, you'll be rich.
Wow. It gives you so much flexibility and freedom.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It gave me the freedom to say, boss, I don't like it. I'm jumping ship.
I don't like this job, and I have the security, and I have managed my debt wisely where I can make so many more decisions.
So sayonara.
Yes. Manage your debt wisely, or don't have any debt if you can avoid it. It's your best option.
And next.
Okay, so the last one is that you can absolutely increase your wealth if you plan for retirement.
And that's one of the hardest ones, especially when you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? You live in paycheck to paycheck. How do I invest in my future when I can't get through the now? Right. And this is where that side hustle comes.
Right.
You may have to work another side hustle. And even if that side hustle gets you to it, rent out your house, rent out the garage, rent out another room. But whatever you do, find a way where you can have your expenditures less than your income.
Right.
And with that difference, invest it. I don't care. When we first started investing into our retirement, we started out, I think it was on a biweekly paycheck, like $10.
Yeah.
Right? And then when our income went higher, our investment in our future went higher.
Yes.
And then our income went higher more. And then we invested more and more. And then we got to the point where we were maxing out those investments, right? But we started out with $10 because someone said, if you save $10 when you're 20, it'll turn to a lot of dollars later. And we listened, and when that's what we did.
You have to listen to that advice. I mean, a lot of people get, kind of numb to it because you do hear it very often. Like, I know what a dollar means about 10 years from now or 20 years from now, but that is real. $10 has now turned into how much ever money now. So planning for retirement is such a key component to building your wealth if you know the impacts of what it's going to be in the future.
Yeah. So, as we conclude, the idea is for you is to don't give up. Don't get frustrated where you are. Find solutions. And we're going to talk a lot about in the future about more financial topics because we're going to dig a little deeper into these topics so that we can give you things that helped us.
Yes.
That I think that will help you. We're living proof. Dr. C and Dr. J went through just about everything.
Yes, we have.
And we found our way through a lot.
With a lot of sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice. And, one of the things that we always said is if you're willing and want to get somewhere, you have to sacrifice some things.
Yes.
You sacrifice your wants versus your need. I always told our kids, and I say this today, I had my younger daughter ask for some toys. And I asked her, is that a need or a want? Because if it's something you need, we can talk about getting it. If it's something you want, you got to save up to go get it on your own.
Yeah, there's absolutely some good meaning in what you just said because these are wealth building strategies that you can start talking to your kids about if you have them early and start to just put it a part of your conversation, your everyday conversation, how to start a side hustle, how to limit your debt, and how to start to plan for your retirement. These are conversations that everybody at every level in your family should be having.
And every time you purchase something, or every time you spend $1, ask yourself this one simple question. Is it a need or is it a want?
Absolutely.
And based upon that answer, you figure out what you need to do.
Yep.
Get what you need, put aside what you want.
Yep.
That's the best advice we're going to give you.
Yep. Please use it wisely and tell us if you're going to institute any of these strategies.
Yeah.
Are you going to manage your debt wisely? Are you going to get a side hustle? Are you going to start thinking about how to plan for your retirement? And like, comment, subscribe in this video and leave a comment and let us know if you did any of these things and we'll talk about it in one of our videos.
Absolutely. So I'm Dr. J.
I'm Dr. C.
And thank you for watching
Two Dog Minds.